All right. Welcome, Three Birds fans, to episode 23 of Three Birds and a Punt. This is the Three Birds draft special. Welcome. I am Afia. I am joined by my friends Whip and John. Say hey, guys.
Peace.
Hey.
Now, those of you who did not join us for our Three Birds Zoom draft, you missed a great time. It was 3 hours of a chaotic, hot, awesome, glorious mess. We really did appreciate everyone who showed up, everyone that showed love. Make sure you recognize that you can get us on YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can get us on podcasts on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, on Twitter and Instagram at Three Birds and a Punt. Now, as we said in the beginning, the name of this show is the Three Birds Draft Special. As you guys just know, we just got done 3 days of maybe the second Super Bowl, I feel like, as far as NFL fans go, in terms of importance, in terms of impact, in terms of like setting foundations for your team. And I'm very excited to be with my friends tonight and find out what they think about some of these players. Before we get into the Eagles, we're going to go to the NFL in general and get into what did you think of the top 10 picks. I want to get your thoughts. Let's start with you, John. I know you my man, you my scout man. So I want to know what you think of these top 10 picks.
Went as we thought they would. Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance to the Niners. Ooh.
Yeah, that was the sneaky one.
That boy's gonna be nice. Kyle Pitts to Atlanta. That's interesting because they said that he is going to be a receiver.
What?
End.
Interesting.
That's what some of the reports that I've seen have.
What did I tell you though? I told you Atlanta was going to get him.
If they did not trade out, for sure. And you know what? It the first few picks fell quite to what I was thinking. You know, only when we got to around Detroit and the Panthers, you know, Broncos, that's when it kind of got a little interesting. And that fell to our favor, you know, but for the most part, I agree the draft fell as I was expecting.
The Jalen Waddle pick at 6 was the biggest. That threw everything out of whack.
No. JC Horn. No, JC Horn.
Yes,
no,
correct.
No,
I agree with.
No, the Waddle 6. Waddle was 6.
No,
Waddle was 6. Waddle was 6.
JC Horn.
Yeah, because everybody thought that if the Bengals were going to take Chase, then the Dolphins were going to take Sewell. So when they took Waddle, it kind of like took one more receiver off the board and then pushed the need up. So then, you know, we're sweating it thinking, oh my goodness. I mean, to me, I knew the Eagles were going defense and that's what I wanted. So I'm sitting there like, we have to leapfrog the Cowboys. If we want to get a defensive player, do the deal, Lions. Okay, fine. You got the offensive guy. Do the deal, Panthers. Damn, they got Horn. That's what I wanted. Do the deal, Broncos. But the Broncos saved us by taking Surtain because that just set us up perfectly.
That's true. Imagine him in Dallas. Ooh, I'd be salty.
Sick.
Ooh.
I'd be sick. You know.
And the ironic thing is that Dallas was the one that helped us because they wanted to screw over the Giants.
I was about to say, how about those Cowboys?
That'd be the only time you say that on this show, huh?
No. Hey, is it my turn? I gotta say something.
Absolutely.
All right. So first and foremost, Negro Damas told you what was going to happen.
Yes, he did.
Start listening to me.
He had it. He said the whole time, Devontae Smith.
I said
Devontae Smith.
All right. So if nobody haven't seen my reaction video, check it out because I'm thinking about saving that shit to my Twitter account. I try to tell everybody. What threw me off about the draft was Justin Fields, your boy, dropping and going in Chicago doing the damn thing and picking him up. Now it leads me to wonder, why did he drop like that? I've been trying to figure it out for the past 2 days now. Like I'm hearing different reports about it, but this is Justin Fields. Something happened. I don't know what happened. Why did he drop down like that? So go ahead.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Let you finish.
No, I'm just trying to figure that out. I mean, because look, Chicago did the damn thing. They got their quarterback. I think that was a great pickup for them. All right. My team, I don't give a damn what nobody say. All right. So today on this podcast, I love the Dallas Cowboys. Thank you. I do. I'm cowboyed up just for
today. I see you.
No, not even just for the probably for 2 minutes. And shit. I can't.
Shout out to Hater Ray.
Yeah. Yo, his face when the Broncos took Surtain, I ain't even want him anyway. Oh,
yeah.
I felt the pain, bro. I felt the pain.
He backtracked.
Yeah, he did. But no, to answer your question real quick, not to get off track. I mean, I like how the draft started. The first round. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. The Waddle pick to Miami, like I really believe a lot of these teams is going to regret not picking Devontae Smith. All right.
Yes.
Like I'm telling you, because now the Slim Reaper, I love that name. That dude is going to crush it, because not only that, he felt as though it was disrespect. Real rap. Because even though them two was on the same squad and all of that type shit, you picked Jalen Waddle over the Heisman Trophy winner? Nah, man. Now Chase is a whole different story. But I told y'all before, and I'll say it again, tell all you 3 Bird fans out there, Jamar Chase is not better than Devontae Smith. I've been telling people that. Nobody don't listen to me. But guess what? Now y'all going to see for yourselves. Yeah. Now they're going to see.
I honestly feel like with this draft, like I said, it fell quite to what I was expecting. I know most people would say they were shocked that the 49ers didn't take Mac Jones, but I knew from the jump that the 49ers were not going to take Mac Jones. There was nothing extra special he was going to give them, and you're not trading up all those resources to go get yourself Mac Jones. I was a little bit surprised that it was Trey Lance, not Justin Fields, but contrary to what you said, Whip, I expected Justin Fields to fall. What was interesting to me, because the reports were out there, that they didn't feel he could process. They thought that he was kind of slow. They thought it was this. There was all these reports out there about the kid prior to the draft that was going to cause, a couple of teams to back off. And when I saw that the Panthers traded for Sam Darnold, okay, that takes him off the list. The Lions takes him off the list. You got the Broncos there, and they then got Teddy Bridgewater. Okay, that kind of takes a quarterback off the need list for them, right? So realistically, you only had the Bears and you only had the Patriots. The Patriots aren't necessarily going to move up. They're not the type to trade up and go for assets, So only the Bears. And I would say the Bears got a good value for where they're going, because this is a team that traded up like one more position spot for Mitchell Trubisky and gave up how many like first rounds for that? And you saw how that worked out. So
we were at that draft too. That was the Derek Barnett draft.
Right, exactly, right? So I definitely think that relative to what was happening to him pre-draft, it kind of fell to how I was expecting. I would have wanted the Eagles, if they had stayed at 12, caveat, if they had stayed at 12 and Devontae Smith had been gone, I would have wanted them to pick up Justin Fields. But I'm fine with the fact that we got Smith, right? I'm perfectly happy with the Slim Reaper. I love the kid's story. I think that he's very hungry, and we need that in the wide receiver room. That is something different, and hopefully it will kind of take the pressure off of some of our receivers that kind of feel how hot it is to be a Philadelphia Eagle, and he seems like he's all about ball, and I love that.
And John, he got that Rakim mentality. He don't smile for shit, bro.
Right.
You notice that, yo? Dude is serious, and love
honestly, if we're honestly speaking right now, he was the best receiver on the Alabama team when they had Ruggs and
Judy.
And Judy.
He
was the best out of all of them.
That's what I'm trying to tell people.
The dude gets in and out of his breaks so smooth.
And as my man John likes to say, he come out the mud. He out the mud, so you know that all he got in him is to play football. And so he don't like getting hurt. And that's one, and that I know is a indication of a true blue receiver, is the ones that run so fast because they don't like to get hurt. So he gotta use every ounce of his talent, because he don't like to be on the ground.
So here's the thing. I've been telling all of these Eagle fans on social media and people at my job, everybody was hype about Jamar Chase. Chase is nice, all right? Here's the thing, man. The only reason the Slim Reaper was put behind Jamar Chase is because of his weight.
Yeah.
The dude had better numbers. The dude won the Heisman Trophy. That gotta tell you something.
As a focal point of offense.
Okay. And I believe this man, if I can recall, didn't he have over 200 and no. How many yards he had in the he had 3 touchdowns,
226 yards before halftime.
Like
4 touchdowns before he got hurt.
So I want to ask you Eagle fans out there and you Alabama fans, NFL fans, period. What was you guys thinking when you was cheerleading on Jamar Chase over Devontae Smith? Now it went that way. I mean, he got picked first, but y'all gonna see.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
It would be very interesting to see a lot of the trajectories of the certain careers, because you saw like certain position groups come in bunches on the draft in the first round, I feel like. So we'll definitely be interested to see. So all right, y'all. I want to get your thoughts to focus solely on the Eagles, right? We had 11 picks. We traded one of them, so then we had 10. Then I think we traded 2 of them to the Giants. So then I think we ended up with 7-8 picks overall at the end of the draft. I want to get your thoughts. Give me your draft grade. You're early right now. You know, we're very early on. We can't really tell. I am never one to just fully judge a draft roster on the first instance, but how do you guys feel about how Howie and company did in this draft? Start with you, Whip.
Honestly, I give it like a B-. And the reason why I say that is listen, the players that he picked was awesome. Okay. Where he picked them at was bad to me. Like the Landon Dickerson pick at 37, you could have got that later, because here's the thing. I can understand, you know, the man he's nice. He's great. Okay. I can understand that, but he's hurt right now. Okay. That's how we trying to be the smart man again in the room. And is it the smart pick? Some may say yes, some may say no. Me, I don't think so, because guess what? You could have clearly went and got a position that can, you know, a starter that can start on day 1 of this year in the 2nd round pick. And maybe he may start. I don't know. But I think that threw my grading off when it comes to this draft. All in all, when they got the Slim Reaper, man, when they got him at, you know, with the first pick, that was an A+ to me. But then something told me, John, and me and you had that conversation, Howie's gonna go right back to being Howie, because that's how he gets you. He give you something good. He's like, oh, everybody love me again.
Yep, you know how to reel you in.
But then I'm gonna fuck y'all over, because I'm about to go back to Howie Roseman style.
Correct.
And that's what he did. And like I said, Dickerson is a good pickup, man. Great pickup. But I wouldn't have went 37. Now, the pick that I like the most was Milton Williams.
Mm-hmm.
I like that.
Interested. The one that set the Twitter world aflame with the video.
Milton is a dog, man. Mm-hmm. All right. I seen some tape on this kid, man. And not to compare him to Aaron Donald, but yeah. dude got some tangibles like this dude, man. All right, I really believe if they really, put some work into this kid, that might be probably one of the best stills of this draft. So but all in all, I give it like a B- for right now.
All right. How you feel about it, John?
Looking at the whole landscape of the picks we had, I give it a B+. And the Landon Dickerson pick, if he was medically healthy, he got a first-round grade. And it's funny because Ryan Pace, the GM of the Bears, is really close friends with Howie Roseman, right? So I think he wanted to get Landon Dickerson before the Bears. Because if you look 2 picks later, the Bears selected the offensive interior lineman.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Howie had a feeling that let's get this guy. He had a first round grade, familiarity with Devontae and Jalen. Let's go center. Heir apparent to Jason Kelce can be a swing guard if Brandon Brooks goes out. I think that was the thinking in there. My favorite player in the draft from our selections, though, that boy Terry Jackson from Coastal Carolina. Now, if you think about Coastal Carolina, they went on a magical run this year. Nobody expected them to get as far as they did, and this dude single-handedly won them games late in the season. Like, the dude had 14 tackles for loss, 9 sacks, 4 forced fumbles. Was the first team Sun Belt, second team All-American. The dude is Brandon Graham-esque, not Brandon Graham per se, but to get him in the 6th round, he had a 3rd round grade. The dude had a 3rd round grade though.
No, I ain't talking. No. I'm not talking about him because you're right. Jackson is that guy, but to compare him to Brandon Graham,
he's like Pat Swilling. Remember Pat Swilling from the Saints? That's what he reminds me of.
I do.
Okay.
Like just a rusher, just a dude he's going to end up in the backfield somehow. Like you're like, oh snap.
Yeah, dude. Snacks. Yeah, I like that pick. He was a good pick. What about you, Afia?
Okay, I would give this grade. I'm gonna give it a B. Maybe a B- to a certain extent. I feel like on the one hand, Devontae Smith is a great pick, right? He's an immediate starter. That is perfect. That is what we need. He has confidence. He has charisma. He has all the intangibles that we can hope for, so he can immediately go in and make an impact. But then I was definitely disappointed to see how we kind of revert back to our sort of traditional foundational things, but not in a way that's like it's an underrated need that I would have preferred addressed later on, and I would have preferred to save our second and our 3rd rounds on positions that could have made an immediate impact, like corner, for instance. So to me, I understand that center has, for all intents and purposes, if he's healthy and can stay healthy, it's a great pick as an heir apparent to Jason Kelce. But that's just it. He's heir apparent. So this is a guy that, if we're lucky, he will never play a snap this season. You understand what I'm saying? Versus how many top end 2nd round corners were perhaps there that could start on the outside. When we need a QB2, you were this close to drafting Surtain or Horn, and then you completely dropped off your thought process, the need for a corner, until the 4th round. And then you got a guy that most project him to play slot, even though he can play outside. So to me, that seems like that is a complete 180 mindset to where you were drafting at the beginning of the draft to then going back to this organizational philosophy of like building along the line. So I'm not unhappy with the fact that we loaded up on that, but if I'm not wrong, 2022 is supposed to be loaded with defensive linemen. We've got a lot of picks there. I really would have liked to see us address the back end a little bit more, picked up a couple low-grade linebackers. I worry about this thing Howie has about giving coaching staff the tools to develop. Because as we saw from the last coaching regime, they had an inability to develop players, which led to these young guys really not performing up to the level we needed it to. So we had to dip into the free agent, and then they got old, and then our team proceeded to suck. So I'm going to be really interested to see how does Nick Sirianni and crew really go out and develop these guys. You know, I was really pleased to see how happy Jonathan Gannon was to get that Milton pick. You know, I'm interested. I really want to hear from these coaches. I want to hear from the offensive coordinator. I want to hear from the defensive coordinator. I want to hear from the special teams coach now, so we can understand how do they plan on using some of these players, and what scheme are they trying to predicate this talent on, because we have a lot of guys that realistically you don't really want them to start right away, so to speak, to where they still need to grow in their talent. What do you guys think?
The edge rushers are ready to go.
Okay.
You can't hold them dudes back. The safety from LSU, that dude is an eraser. That's that. Malcolm Jenkins and Brian Dawkins.
Yeah. See, but here's the thing. They're going to use him as a linebacker, bro.
They're going to not another one.
Yep. You talk about Jacoby Stevens, LSU. Yeah. They using him as a linebacker, and once again, that's Howie Roseman doing dickhead things. It's like you're gonna put this man.
So now that's 2 years of us waiting to see how he's gonna transition into being a linebacker.
Hey, listen. At the end of the day, I basically was girling about them not drafting a linebacker, but then I got a chance to think about it. They actually loaded at that position, man. You know, you got the other guys who didn't get a chance to play in their sophomore year. You know, so I can see why Howie ain't draft like that. But he did grab one linebacker, a legit linebacker. He grabbed Patrick Johnson, so he's gonna be cool. All in all, Howie needs to go out here and grab a veteran DB like immediately. Okay,
Steven Nelson.
Yeah, they got to do something, bro. Because here's the thing: now you got the Slim Reaper, and you got Fulgham, you got Reagor, you got Quez Watkins, you got a shitload of weapons. I give the offense is going to be lit. It's going to be hella lit. Okay, now you have to match that offense with great defense, because guess what? The NFC East got strong.
Exactly.
Dallas got
elite receivers, and that's why
Washington.
Yeah. Both. I didn't mean to cut you guys off, but both of them teams, shit. All three of them teams.
Yeah, no, the Cowboys got some nice receivers too, and I can't even like. I don't fear the Giants. You know me, I don't fear the Giants, but those receivers are nice, and I know they're hot. That we picked up Devontae Smith, and they had to settle for that other guy that they picked up at 20. I say whatever. That's payback for Kenny Golladay. So they got themselves a nice little setup over there, and that's something for us to be mindful of. That QB, that CB2 spot, excuse me, is something I'm really going to be interested to watch during training camp. If they put Maddox back out there, me and Gannon gonna have to talk. I need to know what the fuck you doing, bro, because that ain't it.
Gannon loved the picks. Did you see that? He was hyped. You see how hyped he was after the picks?
He was.
Yeah, he was. But we also seen somebody else who wasn't too pleased.
Correct. Let's get into that. Let me find out. So what did you guys think of the video that kind of went around the world? Of a senior advisor of football operations, Tom Donahoe, seeming just a little reluctant to fist bump old Howie Roseman of that DT Milton pick. And I just want to gather your guys' thoughts on what do you think that means.
So what I took from it is, I'm not going to say he didn't like the pick, because he probably did, but he was probably upset that he didn't want to get him at that spot. He probably seen somebody else that can be an impact player immediately. Not saying that Williams won't be, but Donahoe was clearly pissed. And if y'all notice, listen, let me tell y'all something. Howie Roseman is a weasel motherfucker, yo. And I say that from the bottom of my heart. Because when he went to go give him a pound, he sensed it. He was like, then he paused and he looked at him and he gave him a little pound. But if you notice, he did that to grab Lori's attention. Lori looked over there too. Did y'all notice that? If y'all ain't noticed, look at the video again.
Yeah. There was Lori a lot going on in that video.
Lori looked at him and Lori was like, you know?
What's interesting to me is to see, to first get the video of Howie going around like fist bumping, Lori fist bumping, Weidl fist bumping, Alex Holloway. I noticed him in the background. And then going up to the Donahoe and that whole thing. And then juxtaposing that with the other side of it, and when you could see how Gannon reacted, how Coach Sirianni reacted, how the other guys in the room kind of reacted. So it was very interesting to kind of see those two emotions in the same room. And I watched that video a fair bit to kind of understand the nuances behind it. And, Whip, to your point, apparently they asked about it in the press conference that night, and Howie said something along the lines of like, these scouts work for months scouting a particular player, and maybe they want us to stay to get that player, but we see an ability to add value, so we do that. So basically what I'm hearing is Donahoe wanted us to stay at 70. Howie got a call to move to 73. He thought that was better for the team. So he did that, and then Tom Donahoe, I guess, was upset because the player he then wanted was subsequently taken by another team. I don't know, of those three picks, which one he particularly wanted. So again, I do agree to your point. Maybe it wasn't so much that it was Milton; it was just so much that it wasn't this other player that he was looking for. But I thought what's interesting to me is like, when I first saw it, I honestly thought Howie was forcing those fist bumps. I didn't necessarily think Weidl looked too pleased.
Yeah,
I couldn't see what John. I couldn't see how Lori was feeling. I know I saw Alex Holloway in the background. So I'm thinking to myself, is this an analytic pick? And then you see kind of Weidl and Donahoe, and I feel like Weidl's kind of saying like, relax, bro. And Donahue's just like, nah, I'm fed up. I can't contain this bullshit no more, But then when you kind of see it on the other end, you see how happy the coaches were. And so maybe it's another coaching versus scouting pick, as we have had the reports say in the past. That is sometimes an indication. On time will tell how that evaluation plays out. But I like some of the tape I saw when the guy seems like a mauler. So in this case, I'm willing to give benefit of the doubt to coaching. It's a 3rd round pick. I wouldn't say too much about it, but he has to provide impact minutes when he's on the field.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, the whole world's seen it. It's bad enough now that, the whole sports world is still talking about the Eagles because of that Carson Wentz shit. And now they got to see, the dysfunction up close. And you can tell, like Afia said, he was fist bumping. He was forcing you to fist bump him, basically. And now that Donahoe did that shit, I can guarantee you it's going to be talked about, because that's just what the Philadelphia media does. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. And the ESPNs and the Stephen A. Smiths of the world, they're going to talk shit about it. And I can guarantee you that's going to be over. That story is going to overshadow the great picks that they got.
Yeah,
tweeted that out today.
It has.
So it's going to overshadow it. But all in all, guys, I like the draft. But real quick before we go on to the next thing, y'all guys keep forgetting they picked up 2 more people that I think is great. Kenny Gainwell, man. Mm-hmm, the running back, like, dude is going to listen. Let me tell you, Booby may have to watch himself because dude is nice. Okay,
yeah,
he's just nice. Dude may be that dude. He may be the next Brian Westbrook. All right,
that's receiving back in the league.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say. Booby got to get his hands right. If he wants to be the 3-down back for the Philadelphia Eagles, I don't know. I can't say if this is a West Coast offense because we really don't know what Nick Sirianni is going to be doing. But we know he likes to run the ball. We know he likes his running backs. So Booby has got to get his hands right if he's going to be holding on to his position and solidify himself as a top 10 running back.
Yeah, because I'm here to tell you this now. I watched some tape on this kid, and my man Hands is like how
he
36
was Louisville's offense.
Yeah, man.
The offense. Him and the little dude Tutu Atwell.
Yeah, and he fast as shit, yo. Okay,
yeah.
So I'm here to tell you. I know Booby probably congratulating them because they're teammates and stuff right now. But in the back of his mind, he's like, yo, I'm not going to take my foot off the pedal. He got to. Because if he don't, dude is coming ahead to take your job, bro.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to see. But Zach McPherson, the cornerback, how you feel about that, Afia? The cornerback.
I was happy to have them grab a quarterback, but like I said, it to me, I was hearing Daniel Jeremiah give him assessment of it. He was like, he could play both, but ideally I'd slot him in for the slot corner. I'm like, well, we already got a bunch of fucking slot corners. Okay. So why are we again going out there to get a slot when we need an outside corner? So I would be interested to see how they play him. I hope they play him on the outside, because like I said, I don't think we need any more slot nickel corners, but we'll see. What do you think, John?
He had 500 snaps outside. He had 300 in the slot. He had 180 in the box. He had 73 on the defensive line. So the dude was a Swiss pocket knife.
Yeah, he is.
I heard like comparisons like Jalen Mills, but faster.
He ran a 4.4. He ran a 4.4. Mm-hmm. But the dude is in the Big 12.
No more Jalen Mills.
That's the comparison I got. That's the comparison I got. So I don't know how y'all feel about that.
I've seen him play. I'm a big TCU fan, and I saw TCU Texas Tech. I seen him go back.
Oh no, I know that he's nice.
He was their best off-ball defender.
No, I know that he's nice. I'm not saying that, but when she said Jalen Mills, it just brought back ghosts of that nut ass finger, and I don't want to see that shit no more. All right, all I know is Howie and this coaching staff got a decision to make. Okay, you still got talented free agent defensive backs out there that you gotta sign now. Okay, because I'd be damn you put out Avante again with Slay. That experience gotta stop. It gotta stop. I don't want to see that.
Nelson,
never again. He belongs in a slot. He belongs nickel. I even like to see him back there at a safety because he has some ball ranging skills out there.
Yeah,
leave that little ass man. Excuse me, short ass man.
Yeah.
Alone at outside. We need 6 feet. You must be 6 feet and taller to stand on the outside, okay?
I want Richard Sherman to come here. I don't give a damn how old he is. You can make that face all you want, John.
Me too, John. Me too. Yeah. I don't know about that.
No, I'll take Richard Sherman over anybody that's out there right now. Because
we get hurt again. So we get hurt.
No. So let me explain something to you. So you finna tell me right now that you would not pick up Richard Sherman knowing what he can do. All right, wait.
I would for what he could do, but not for what he does to his own teammates. He's a detriment. And I love him, but I hate him at the same time. Look at what he did to Russell Wilson. He threw the dude on.
Yeah, that's how many years ago that was, bro. No, see that's.
No, we don't need. We need good vibes only. Good vibes only.
Steven Nelson. I don't think this is the time. Richard Sherman is at a particular point in his career that he's probably out here trying to catch a check. Okay, you can maybe post up with the Texans, maybe go over to the Lions a little bit.
Tell him to sit his ass in Fox Sports.
Is someone like him over here that if the losers start, here come his mouth running. Like we don't need any of that shit.
Man, check this shit.
So to me, I don't see what you're probably gonna get out of him that you can't get out of someone younger. Like I think Connolly's still out there, Garyon Connolly. I liked him when he was coming out of the draft. He was all right. I know his career never really got it going with Green Bay, but maybe there's something we could salvage out of him. I just want to see some competition at that spot. I just don't want to see anybody penciled in there right away as a guy given when we really don't know and of what we had before it wasn't good.
All I know is
Josh Norman. I didn't even do Josh Norman.
I don't want no goddamn Josh Norman on this team.
Damn
bro.
Josh Norman.
Wait.
That's even on the line with Richard Sherman, bro.
Stop the press.
Oh, for Sherman, I like Sherman too, but
did you
he's
wait a minute? No, don't you try to cover it up now, old man River. I'm on you. Did you just
run a zone? You want a zone corner.
Did you just sit here and argue me down about Richard Sherman, but yet you just come to me about a man who was banished off the face of the earth by stiff arm by Derrick Henry, whose career should literally be. Did you just say Josh Norman? Really? Wow. Bro.
Now we just.
It makes sense. I'm just saying.
We scraping.
Steven Nelson will be my favorite though. Steven Nelson from the Steelers.
Yeah. Is he signed yet? He's not signed, is he?
He's a free agent. Wow. We're trying to get him.
So all right, let's
come to Philly, Steven Nelson. Come to Philly, Steven Nelson. Hashtag come to Philly, Steven.
You like our cheese
Hey, he did that hand again. Look.
Come on. I got the Howie. I got the Howie. Bring you in. Come on, Steven.
Bring you in on that one. All right, y'all. Let's end the draft with something that end this pod with something that didn't happen during the draft. Okay, I want to get your thoughts on after like all the reports, all this histrionics, all this, emotional thing we had to process the idea that Zach Ertz is leaving us. He's still on the Philadelphia Eagles as of 8:08, the end of draft today. So I want to get you guys' thoughts on that. What do you have here, Whip?
I got some news that you guys should look at real quick, both of you.
Okay. And he's got breaking news.
No, it ain't breaking news. It's just news that should, we need to talk about as well. But we can still talk about both real quick because we still got time.
We can talk about both.
Zach Ertz, man, I'll be honest with you. I'm glad he's still an Eagle. Mm-hmm. Man, I'll tell you what. Maybe they came to their senses, man, and it was like, you know what, man, we gave Brent Selleck the damn treatment. Why not give this dude the treatment? This dude won us a damn Super Bowl, man.
We don't know. Forever.
Like real rap. Dude, like here's the thing. That man needs to retire Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah.
Fair point blank. Because guess what? He's your best tight end ever. Ever. He got upset because he didn't get his money. Okay, guess what? You can correct that. You put the weapons around him. You got the Slim Reaper on his side now. Do you realize if Zach Ertz come back the way he was, not a disgruntled Zach Ertz, what him and Goddard and that offense can do? Ooh, shit. I see your face. You're not feeling that. Ooh, look at her face.
Me?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
you see it, yo? She was like,
I'm kind of.
Hey, so let me ask you. Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
What do you feel about Zach Ertz?
Oh, I love me some Zach Ertz. Don't even front. It's an Ertz world over here.
Okay, so talk to me then.
I know what it is.
Go ahead. I want to hear it. Go ahead.
The disrespect is real. Okay. Yeah. Zach don't need to be coming back on his level because look at they already let the agent talk to other teams. They already put it out there how often traded this. Zach has already probably gone through all the emotions of it. You know he's an emotional guy. You know he wears his heart on the sleeve. You know he already went through all this shit. The Eagles have had him dangling out here, and it sounds like at a cost-prohibitive price. So you know you're trading him, but you won't trade him for anything that's not above value. So what the fuck are you really just, oh my guy? So to me, I understand as a fan the idea that like the team, I want him to stay, but the team has done nothing to make Zach feel the way the fans feel about him. So as a pro player, sports fan, I'm always pro player before I am pro team. Okay. Zach's got to go get his coins or go get his fresh start somewhere else. And one day he will come back. He will retire as an Eagle. Maybe before his career is even over, he will have an opportunity to break Harold Carmichael's reception record, but I just think we're at a point of no return. I think at a certain point where the way Howie values certain relationships, it becomes like a sunk cost to try to keep trying.
Maybe your boy Carson tainted him.
I mean, they were close. Listen, he wanted his money. They didn't think he was worth it. They gave him 2 insulting contracts. Does Carson need to be in there for this grown man to say, y'all don't value me the same way I value myself?
No. You're right. I'm just saying. Maybe he went down the road with Carson. You know what I mean? Because you keep in mind, at the end of the year, they was all in the rain, sitting on the bench talking. Something went down. You know?
Just goodbyes. I feel like they knew they'd never play again. They knew. Whether it would have been Kels, Zach, look at the way everything has planned out. You know?
You may be right.
So they saw the writing on the wall, and it is what it is. You know. Yeah. I definitely want to get to your other point. Another ending.
Yeah.
Right. It's out there. Okay. Yeah. There are reports that Aaron Rodgers wants out of Green Bay. Okay. There are reports that he will never play for Green Bay again, so he would rather retire than play for Green Bay. There are reports that he will only play for Green Bay if the GM is fired. Okay, so basically, everything is flying around. There's a lot of conjecture, a lot of rumors, a lot of shit talking. I want to get to what y'all feel.
You know what? It's more than what's being reported, man. Mm-hmm. Apparently it's this GM. He got a beef with this GM. Yeah. He going through the Carson Wentz thing with Howie. Mm-hmm. All right. It's something deeper than what we all know. But Green Bay right now, they screwed. Because if Aaron Rodgers walked, they in trouble, bro. I mean, literally in trouble. You went from possibly being the best team in your division next year to now not being a good team no more because your man at arms is gone. He don't want to play no more unless dude is gone. So now the owner of the Green Bay Packers, and that is the fans. I wish we was like that. I wish we had authority like they have out there. Now, if Aaron Rodgers telling you he don't want the GM, this is going to be a very interesting few days and maybe few weeks because they're not going to let Aaron Rodgers go over this GM. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm expecting somebody to either be canned or Aaron Rodgers don't come back because if I'm Green Bay, John, bro, I got to fire my GM. What you think?
You got to fire
You got to, bro.
It's come down to he said, she said in that. But I think, do you leverage that on what Aaron has done in the past or what he's going to do? I mean, you drafted a first rounder last year to be insurance, almost eerily similar to what happened in Philly. Eerily,
yeah.
They should have gave him that extension. I don't know what what was discussed.
Yeah,
and that's probably where they went wrong. They probably were like, you know what? Hey,
something went down.
It's going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw to the end until training camp.
Right.
He's not going to report.
To John's point, I feel like the schism first happened when they went out and they drafted Jordan Love. Aaron then goes out and has an MVP like season, and it sounds like they then came to him with not an extension but a restructure. So I think that in of itself is probably very insulting to him. I just won MVP. I showed you how irrelevant and obsolete that pick that you spent your first round on was. Because realistically, this pick will not play for 2 years. So it's wasted. It's wasted. By the time he plays, his rookie deal will almost be completely over, and you won't even know if you should waste the 5th-year option on him. So you kind of really did waste the pick, infuriate and alienate your franchise player, and put your job in jeopardy all in like the same draft. And what's kind of crazy is the amount of leverage Aaron has because, unlike Carson, who kind of, was upset and then went on and perhaps let that emotion affect his play. But I would also say that the fact that the O-line was terrible played a great deal part in that. Aaron went on to post MVP-like numbers. No, because Aaron had a good line. Let's be real. You remember that game that he was whooping the Buccaneers' ass and then his O-line got hurt and then he was shit? I think we can all say, we could all recognize. Let's point out Patty Mahomes. He's the best player in the league. He went to the Super Bowl. His line was shit. He couldn't score but 9 points.
No,
so I'm just pointing out that even the best players look like shit when their line looks like shit.
Wait. Okay? I love how you had to defend that man one last time.
It wasn't a defense.
Yes, it was.
Context.
John, did you see how she squeezed that shit in there, yo? About Carson? That's fucked up, yo. Like
it's the context. Listen, I don't care that it's okay that you don't like facts, but I like facts. So I'm gonna provide facts. I'm a fact stand, okay? I stand the facts. So that's why
I'm a facts fan too. But at the end of the day, your boy was ass last year.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I'm also pointing out that our O-line was also ass. That's all I'm saying.
Due to injury, but
correct. Correct. But to my point, Aaron Rodgers, right? He went out, posted a great season, so he has the leverage to say, y'all screwed me over. Why on earth should I give you any favors? Why on earth should I do you any deals or give you any bargains? I want to get married. I'm doing Jeopardy. I'm living that Hollywood life. I'm over at the Kentucky Derby with my hat and my glass. You know what I mean? He ain't worried about the cold ass Green Bay Packers no more.
You know what they say? They say the best thing is to have a young, promising quarterback playing at an all-pro level on a rookie contract.
Well, yes.
Not if you that bad man though, brother.
Yeah. You got the legend. He's a Hall of Famer. You just gonna let him leave. You better appease to him. Give him whatever he wants. Get that GM out of there.
Aaron Rodgers is. You will never see another Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Right. Let me ask y'all a question before we leave out on this to end out on this note.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Aaron Rodgers' value was never higher than when it leaked pre-draft weekend that teams were trying to trade for him and that the Packers were saying we're not going to trade for him, right? Mm-hmm. They were multiple teams. You had the 49ers, you had the Broncos willing to give up major top 10 assets and players in order to acquire, Aaron Rodgers, even if it was for, 4 or 5 more years, one more contract, that's still good value. That's still a good deal. Now that the draft is over, you think Aaron Rodgers is going to play for the Green Bay Packers?
I think at the end of the day, he's going to reconsider. I think they're going to hash it out.
I think he will, but it's going to be a lot of ass kissing going on. All right. And now you got to keep in mind, they also just got a weapon for him too. Another wide receiver that reminds me of, what's the old receiver name who used to be there, John? Oh my God. What was the one before Devontae Adams who was paired with him?
Donald Driver?
No, the one before after Donald Driver. Oh my God. He was with the Cowboys. And
Randall Cobb.
And
he reminds me of Cobb. So I can almost guarantee you Devontae Adams is already on the FaceTime with this dude. Was like, yo, dog, don't you leave me here by myself, bro. I'm pretty sure they talk to him. Right now, they just upset with each other. We got the season ain't even start yet. We don't got no training camps going on. They going to do their training. I think it's going to work out, but right now Aaron Rodgers is feeling himself because he Hollywood Rodgers now. He Jeopardy Rodgers, damn it. Like, he really don't, like she said, he really don't need to go back there no more. Nope. He don't.
Nope.
He's like, man, listen, I'm about to get married. I'm about to host Jeopardy. I'm Aaron Rodgers, bitch.
Yep. A-Rod up in here.
Yeah. So
if you ain't heard, now you heard.
Now you heard.
Jordy Nelson. Jordy Nelson was the other receiver.
Correct. Yeah. Jordy Nelson, you're right.
Yep, Jordy Nelson, that's right. All right, now this has been another episode of Three Birds and a Punt. I was so happy to be joined by my friends Whip and John. Please make sure you subscribe to the podcast. We're streaming on Apple, Anchor, Spotify. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Three Birds and a Punt. And don't forget to hit that subscribe to the YouTube channel. We appreciate all the love we've gotten on Twitter, Instagram, and through the interwebs for the show. We appreciate you. We are so geared up, ready for another season of Three Birds, for Eagle season. And the Three Birds will be giving you all the news right here. Stay tuned. You can follow me at According to Afia personally. You can follow my friends Whip and John.
You can follow me at Great3ST _.
You can follow me, John Monroe Jr.
John Monroe Jr.
I know we are. Look at that damn pose again.
All right, and we out. Go Birds.
Go Birds.
Grim Reaper is here.
I'm the trophy winner.
That's right.
Let's do it.